Hey everybody, Black Cat here. Today we're going to show you how to do Awaken the Gazebo. So first off, you want everyone else but yourself to be grabbing an M14 before they come down here. And then you're going to be drawing all the chalk, you're going to be letting Leroy out. Everything that has to deal with points, it's all you. Your partners should be doing nothing but holding on to their M14s and watching all the zombies in the main street just outside the cell. So, first thing you do, like I said, you're going to be freeing out Leroy. That's an automatic 200 points right there. Brings you up to 17. Then you're going to want to head straight to the general store and open the front door only. Now, until you enter the witch's mansion, this should be the only door you open. The only exception is that if the booze ends up showing up anywhere but Leroy's cell after you let him out. So right now we're building the trample steam. And there's one block in the doorway, so we're just going to fast forward here. And I know we're just doing this purely for the trophy, but we're going to put on the engine last anyway, just in case something screws up. If you guys haven't noticed already, Buried is notorious for things screwing up really badly. So now we got the trample steam, and you're going to want your partner, at least one other person, to have a trample steam as well, and I'll show you why in a second. Just to reduce your time, we're going to take the first trample steam, we're going to put in the barn here. Now you want to put your trample steam about halfway through that hole, and then it will get shot back, but it will be parallel. If you just put it on the edge, you'll just hit your head on the ceiling, or you're going to fall and receive a lot of damage. It's actually possible to jump across without any issues, but this is just for time's sake. You just see you want to put the second trample steam right up there on the roof to shoot towards the saloon. Now you don't see me do this here because I forgot, but you want to turn on the power right after you draw this chalk. Power room's just across behind you. Now here's what we're doing. We're going to be checking for the booze. Make sure it's not on the counter. Make sure it's not any on those 4 tables down there. This time we lucked out. The booze is in Leroy's cell, but normally it would, if it is in there, what you want to do is that you want to jump down and get the booze, but you want to open up the couch in the back rather than opening the front door, because the front door is $12.50, the back door, rather the couch, is only $7.50. Saves you a bit of points because you're going to need every last bit you can get. So now we're just going to speed right through this. We're just drawing chalk in the usual places. You really don't have to care where they're going due to the trophy, but for the sake that we are doing an alternate version, we are going to put the SVU right by the box. So another little trick you want to at this point is that after you draw the first 3, you want to hold all the zombies on this end of the street. You don't want them near the courthouse because you don't want them dying by trample steam. Now, a lot of you are asking, why are we holding these zombies? Why don't we just kill them for points earlier? The reason being is that we've had issues in the past, and humans are humans. Some people get trigger happy and end up accidentally shooting a zombie that they're running, especially if it's the last one. Or they might have dropped their controller and they throw a grenade and kill it. So, for the sake of just being able to do everything right the first time, just keep all the zombies until the very last bit. So, always remember to take your trample steam back with you. And now we're on the 5th chalk, in which we're going to ignore the 5th one for now and grab the booze. Now, you want to go up into the general store, onto the 2nd floor balcony, so you can go over to the other side. But look for Leroy first, because if you don't look for him and knife him constantly, he will take about anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes just to get over there. normally what you want to do is that you want to have them lined up with the fountain there, and then knock it down, but just to get more points, because the farther away you are, the more points you get. But since we are doing the alternate, easier way, we're just going to just wing it. Now when you launch back here, you want to make sure you line up your trample steam with the window. I made the mistake of lining it up with the supporting beam there. And always make sure you crouch when you're going through here, because sometimes when you're standing you just can't get through. Alright, so now we're going to run back. We're going to get the final chalk here. Final piece. The first 4 you build will give you 1,000, but on the 5th one you get 2,000 points for it. So right now, as you may or may not see, I'm at 5,400. Easy points, really. So now we're heading into the church. We are going to go up the stairs. Now keep in mind, like I said before, you wanted to turn on the power before you got to getting the booze. So just remember that you have to turn on the power. So here we are again. We're going to jump right over here, launch back over, and now here comes the last bit before you have to go. Now we kept all the zombies. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to try to separate one zombie at a time, if at all possible. For the sake of this alternate, we're using a sniper rifle because I do have long shot for this one. So basically what you want to do, if you don't have long shot, you want to empty a clip in his legs, and then you want to knife them. Now there is a risk involved. As you can see, there's a nuke there. For some reason, the developers had designed this that pretty much about 75% of the time that you try this with a knife, you will most likely hit a nuke and end the round, in which case we would have done this for nothing. So we are doing this with a sniper rifle that has long shot. So instead of getting 210 points per kill, we get 480. We were lucky to get double points here, so we're getting an extra 100 per kill. And with this dancer right here, it brings us up to 9,000 points. Now normally you would actually be in the ballpark of around 7,000 or 8,000. You would actually be more closer to 8,000 because you wouldn't have bought this sniper rifle. But since we have so many points, we're going to shoot up again, and that'll bring us back up to 86 right here, so we can hit the box 2 more times. Now you want to always make sure that before you get to the final step, you want to have 6,250 points or more, because you will need 1,250 to open the witch's house, and at the same time you need 5,000 to pack a punch in round 1. Now just as a reminder, do not touch the fridge when you're going through the general store. Do not go towards the bank, because you will lose your ability to get the trophy. So now we're going to head on to the witch's manor. On the right side, you'll see the stone that breaks the fence. You want to put your trample steam right there in front of it, and just shoot yourself across. Yeah, I screwed up right there. I actually did get up, but best to actually just crouch and let it shoot you right over. So now there is a trick to this part right here. Once you get in, you have to run straight up the stairs, aim down your sight, and hit them. Now right here is normally a spawn point for the witches right there on the right, but I got up here fast enough that they just spawned the one behind the door. Now keep track of where I'm shooting these witches, as these are the proper pattern. And once you get that last one, don't make the mistake of staying in there. Just run. Even if you have like 1 or 2 bullets left, just run, book it out of there. And make sure that when you're aiming to kill the witches, make sure you're actually aiming down your sight, because hip fire is not very accurate, and I've seen so many people fail because of that. Now what you want to do, if it's easy enough, you can actually go down this middle to see which sides are open. The pattern's always changing, but one thing that is consistent is that if it's open on both sides, it's most likely the path on the right side rather than the left. So now we're running through the gazebo, 5,400 points in round 1, haven't touched the box, and voila. We pack-a-punched, and that's it. Enjoy, you guys.